All right, it's Jonte and Rich. It's Wednesday. No, it's not Wednesday. This is
Monday.
Look at my sheet. It says Wednesday, November 19th.
That's not bad. November.
It's Monday. What's the date today? 25?
Today is Monday.
25, yeah.
Yeah, Monday. 25. I'm looking at the thing. I got to fix that.
It's Monday, okay?
It's Monday. It's Monday. That's a total Monday move. Anyway, it's Monday. Yeah, it's Monday because you got Tom Brady. Oh yeah, sorry about that, Joey. Joey's like a Packers fan.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
So sorry.
That's hard to watch.
Oh, it was not. I was like a Tom Brady fan. I like that story.
God.
The guy to become like the greatest of all time. Isn't that amazing?
Wasn't he already?
Yeah, but to leave a team and then go to the other team and then that team makes it all the way. To me, I love that story. I think it's amazing.
That's amazing.
I have his
Has
book.
to be a goat.
I got his book a while ago, never opened it, so I was reading part of his book as I was watching the game. And that guy's story is amazing. He played for 5 years in college, and he didn't play the first 4 years. And then his 5th year, they got this freshman guy who was the coach's son, who was a 5-star athlete, and he had to compete with that guy just to play in some games. And then he got drafted 199th in the draft to go to the Patriots. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Hearing his story is just amazing. But anyway.
Still
Well, I
sorry,
guess they
Joey.
said this is the first time, I think, ever that the Super Bowl is basically going to be a home game.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool. Anyway, enough sports.
Sorry, Joey.
So,
Great guy. Great guy.
So Larry King passed away over the weekend. And then I was thinking about, have we ever had him on our show? And I remember he called into our show many, many years ago. Rich, do you remember, Rich? We were playing that game, Who Do You Know?
Oh, yeah.
So he called, I'm talking years and years ago. So he called in for somebody. We didn't do a big interview. I mean, the guy was 87 years old. He's really old. We didn't want to talk to him. Then Joey Bradfish reminded me of something that happened. And what's that story, Joey?
Okay, so a few years ago, you guys were supposed to interview Larry King again, and you denied it. You didn't want to do it.
Man.
And so Grant and I have this little podcast, the JGR BTS, with Joey and Grant. And we're like, we'll talk to Larry King. Why not? And I think you didn't want to talk to him because he was promoting with his 8th wife, who he's not with anymore. They were promoting Sleep Like a King, which were his bed sheets. Him and his wife started making bed sheets.
And we said no to that.
We said no to that.
You want to talk to Larry King? He's promoting bed sheets. We're like, no, thank you. And then what? Well, because is he in bed talking to you?
Yes, so him and his wife Sean were in bed talking to Grant and I, and we're trying to play it cool and not say who we are because it was supposed to be for John Jay and Rich. Nobody told Sean and Larry that it was going to be us. They thought it was John Jay and Rich.
Oh, my
So we're trying. I mean, we can't introduce ourselves as John. So halfway through the interview, he starts to realize that he's talking to Grant and Joe, as he says.
Joe.
And I think at one point I made a joke about jumping into bed with Larry and Sean, and he was perturbed by that, and so he kept coming back to that, saying, I don't like how you said you wanted to jump in bed with my wife and I. And at the end of the interview, he said a pretty hilarious thing, which is pretty fitting for the show.
So as we bid you adieu, we wish you, around the corner and up your block.
That's right.
We bid you a fond farewell for this Friday. But you're not going to play it on Friday.
So for this very day,
for the day we're taping it.
Yeah, whatever day this would be.
And I would strongly recommend that Grant and Joe replace John Jay and Rich.
Oh, no.
John Jay and Rich made a major mistake in broadcasting. You want a tip?
That's an
Never go on vacation. Never go on vacation. Never let another voice appear in this time period. Good luck to both of you, Grant and Joe. And
All right. Thank you so much, Larry and
Thanks a
Sean.
lot, guys.
SleepLikeAKing.com.
I'm snuggling into my Sleep Like a King sheets right now.
Good night, Sean.
Good night, your world.
Good night, Grant. Good night, Joe.
Good night, Larry. Good night, Larry. Good night, Sean.
Bye.
And then they got divorced and then he died.
Yeah. Oh, that's sad.
I wonder if sleeplikeaking.com is still active. You can still buy sheets.
I have no idea.
I wonder.
Joe,
Let me
that's
see.
hilarious.
That's
Joe.
the least we could do is buy some of his sheets now.
Yeah.
Support his fam.
Oh, Joey.
Joe.
And that
Yeah,
Joe.
Joe.
This website is no longer available.
Oh, no.
It's got the logo of it, though.
My warranty's not going to work.
You know how he's like never take a day off? I think he was that guy. I think as long as I can remember, every night he was on CNN for the longest time. I don't think he ever took any vacation.
Yeah.
Well.
Solid advice.
Dude, you spoke
you
to a
know what?
legend, man.
I
guys-
know. It's so
What?
cool.
You can find Sleep Like a King sheets on Overstock.
All right.
They're still out there.
Well, man, you guys talked to the legend, man. So congratulations. So, Suzette, speaking of sheets, let's go into snakes.
Okay. I'm so nervous to talk about this. So this weekend we had a couple friends over. It was probably like four or five friends that stayed with us this weekend. And I was taking a nap. They were all like, we're all in the living room taking a nap. I wake up and then I hear them talking about like spirits and ghosts. It's almost like if it was Halloween time and they're all telling their scary stories. And one of my friends looks at Mr. Baby and I, my husband and I, and he's like, I actually kind of saw something really scary and strange like in your house last night. And I'm like, oh no. I'm like, there's something here. I feel a presence here, but I don't feel like it's a bad presence. Like, I feel like my house is pretty calm.
You've talked about it before because the alcohol smashed on the floor. There's been things there and that's happened in your house.
In your room.
My dogs randomly bark at nothing, like just like the ceiling. And he told us that he could show us like where it's at. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What is this? He said that when he went to the restroom, the mat under his feet when he was on the toilet, he could see, it's like one of those mats that have a bunch of patterns and like figures, and he could see the face of a snake and the devil right next to each other. And I'm like, on the bathroom mat, like in the hallway? And he's like, yes. He's like, look, come, I'll show you. And we all walk to the restroom, and he shows us, the first thing you see is just like, it's a mat. It has like a bunch of patterns, like what, this is so strange. But then he kind of tells us like where the snake is. So I'm showing you guys now because I took a picture of it that I'm trying to delete from my phone ASAP.
Right. Okay. So that's just a normal pattern. You'd see it.
You see it, right? It's just a normal bathroom mat.
Yeah.
Well, right here he says he sees a snake, the two eyes right there, the tongue. You see how it's like.
I can follow that.
Okay, and then on this side he sees the devil with like the horns right there,
I see it.
and then the little goatee with the eyes right there and the nose.
Are you
you
like,
guys see it now?
We're going to have to buy a new rug.
It looks like a cat. It looks like a cute cat looking up at the ceiling to me.
I see it.
You see, as soon as he described it to me, I saw it, I grabbed it, and I threw it away. I was like, I don't want this in my house. This is horrible.
Like, I don't want to strain my eyes to see it because I don't want, I mean, I believe you. Like, I don't want to see it.
No, you gotta see it.
I don't want to see it.
Yeah,
I mean, I can
there.
see the design. I don't need it. I saw the snake. I don't want to see the devil's face.
Did you see it, Kyle?
Yeah, I don't even have to strain my eyes. It's like very
Yeah,
obvious.
it's right there.
But just think about it. Your friend was sitting there pooping forever, looking down on the thing like,
It's
there's a snake!
It's like those pieces of artwork